Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's February 3rd, 2025. We're in our third day of our atmospheric river event, and it's really kicking it up a notch today with precip and rain in the valley floors. We got an avalanche warning to start out with across all zones. Let's get into it. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, a sustaining monthly membership. Today, we're going to, the next couple of days really, we're going to see rain and snow showers. Rain line today is going to be a little lower, 600 feet, climb up to near 7,000 feet tomorrow. We're going to be in the upper 30s in the valley, so kind of wet and heavy snow, probably changing over to rain this afternoon and possibly through the evening hours as we get some warm air coming in with southwest flow. And it's going to be quite windy out there, especially to the south, and like the Soldier Mountains, the Pioneer Mountains are going to be seeing the most wind effect. And then tomorrow it eases down a little bit before the cold front comes through on Tuesday night and kind of finishes off this long extended 5-day atmospheric river event that's been, we don't even really know where it's been, but we're already quite impressive snow totals. Looking at which, we got quite a bit of water out there in the valleys, in the Wood River Valley, and both Ketchum and Haley. We're sitting at almost 1.5 inches in both of those zones, and up in Vienna and Moores Creek, 3.3 to 3.4 inches of water. That is a ton of water, especially to get in 3 days. Basically 1 inch of water a day. Our snow totals are anywhere from about a foot to pushing 2.5 feet, and that's pretty wet snow in places and pretty somewhat dry in others. All right, so like I mentioned before, we are in an avalanche warning for all zones. We are in extreme danger for the Galena Summit and Eastern Mountains and the Sawtooth and Western Smokies, sitting at high ×3 in the Soldier and Wood River Valley. So these are when we have very dangerous avalanche conditions existing. And it's pretty simple. You just want to stay out from steep slopes, stay out from underneath them, stay off of them. Don't even go close to them today. These avalanches are going to run a lot bigger than we normally see. Normal safe zones or spots that might appear to be normally safe might not be safe today, because these avalanches are going to go pretty big. They're forecasting them to be up to D3. There's already a couple avalanches that hit Warm Springs Road here, pushing quite a bit of debris out onto the road. I believe that's still closed over there. So be safe out there. Looking around at the snow cams this morning, we have about 8 inches at Galena Lodge. This one, I don't know when it was reset at Quigley. Baldy's since last night received 6 inches. Hold on, bud. And it's still snowing up north. And Ketchum, I'm not really sure when that was reset. I know in Haley we received about 7 inches. I wouldn't be surprised if that was looking like 8 inches up there. Bogus Basin is sitting around 9 inches. Plenty of snow, lots of winds.
Daddy,
Soldier Peak.
I'm just going to tell you something. I can get to the top by myself.
Nice, dude. Show me. Little background climbing for you as we talk about the weather. Where was I? So Soldier Mountain receiving gusts up to 84 miles per hour yesterday. This is at peak too, not at Soldier Mountain Resort. Morning temperatures are sitting in the 30s in the Wood River Valley, in the 20s in the Stanley side. we got this big atmospheric river still producing lots of rain and snow, mostly snow to the mountains. And this is lifting today. So a couple days ago, day 2, it kind of sagged down to the south. The stationary front is going to push it back up to the north, courtesy of this upper level low kind of moving to the left here. So this is going to kind of push this way and kind of orient this more into a southwest flow. What's that mean? That's going to bring us lots more warm moisture, as well as lots of more moisture and warm air. And looking at the HRRR, you can see that big stream of moisture streaming into the valley floor, big fetch of moisture. And that's already started, or it's been snowing outside, and it's going to continue throughout the day. As the stationary front comes through, it is going to lift the moisture more towards the north. So I think it'll appear to be drying out in South Valley, and then eventually towards Ketchum through later in the day. Looks like the climbing's over behind me. And that'll push through all the way into tomorrow when a cold front comes through tomorrow evening and starts to really ramp up the totals. We'll kind of start to see that at the end here a bit. Yeah, I mean, this is the frontal boundary coming through. That's why it's looking positioned like that. It'll be coming through from the northwest. Yeah, so we'll finish off the storm with some cool and dry air. Looking at the soundings this morning, this is looking at the upper level air. So we can see there is some warm pockets of warm air above us. That's going to be affecting that rain line to maybe climb later today. Looking at the forecast for today, valley floor is going to be picking up anywhere from 2 to 5 between Haley and Stanley. Much more in the mountains, looking at more like a foot of additional snow. This is going to definitely be determined by that rain line. So the higher you get, the more snow you're going to see. And then tonight, it's going to keep cranking with another foot of snow to most of the mountains and even more into the Sawtooth. And then Tuesday, we continue to see more moisture, another foot in the high spots, a little bit less in the valley floors because we're going to be getting even warmer temperatures tomorrow, just a couple of degrees. And then we'll finish off with that cold front coming through, bringing in yet again another close to a foot of snow. So quite a bit of snow at this point. I've been kind of getting lost in the numbers of how much we have because it's quite a bit. This is looking at our totals through Wednesday morning. So you can see Galena's up to 3 feet. Stanley is up to 2 feet. Ketchum's up to a foot. Haley a little bit less. That's because of all that rain that's probably going to be happening today. And this is something we don't normally see. We are going to be approaching 4 feet to up to 60 inches. So 48 to 60 inches in the high mountains. I don't think I've seen that coating or that coloring in quite a bit, so that's pretty amazing to see. All right, this has been long enough, and my kid really wants to show me something, so be safe out there today. I should have started this off, but if you're going up on Baldy, wear your transceiver if you have one. Bring your shovel and probe. With heavy amounts of snow immersions can happen, so that might not involve an avalanche. It might just involve a little kid falling over into the snow. Shovels help move snow quite a bit. And avalanche transceivers find you if you're buried in an avalanche. The mountain is going to be having probably a slow start to open things up. The ski patrol is going to be working really hard to make it as safe as they can out there. But it's always a good idea, I think, on days like today, if you're skiing at the mountain and you have a transceiver, wear one. It's not going to do you any harm. It's only going to help you if something goes sideways. Have a good day out there and be safe.